Hey guys, in this video I'm going to discuss the difference between Bannerlord Online and Bannerlord Co-Op. First, I'll start by talking about Bannerlord Online. Well, Bannerlord Online, like I said, is an MMO as opposed to the sandbox single player experience that you may be accustomed to. Think Conqueror's Blade. I think something similar to that is what they're aiming for. I could be wrong, but it seems like that's the direction they want to move in, which is good. Conqueror's Blade is a pretty good game, and it'd be interesting to see that in a Bannerlord atmosphere. So maybe thinking, with it being an MMO, what does that mean for gameplay? Like, what changes are made to it to make it that way? Well, first of all, there are no AI parties in the game except for looters. It means there's no lords, no villagers, no caravans, anything like that. Only small bands of looters. Well, as you may know, the economy of the game is driven by lords, caravans, and villagers. So how do they adjust that? How do they fix that? Well, now the entire economy is player driven. Their economy system is really different from the base game. They have their own sort of market store that's hosted on their servers, and I'm not quite sure exactly how it works, but I know what they're aiming for, and it's a completely player-driven economy as opposed to the single-player campaign, which has all these other things also driving the economy as well as the player. But since there's only looters, the map can feel kind of empty. However, it does seem like there are a lot of players now, like thousands and thousands on a server, so that could be fixed. I haven't played in a while, so I'm not really sure what the map looks like. Now, somebody asking, well, can you fight other players? Yes, you can. Only in the arena, though. I know that they want to allow other players to fight each other on the campaign map. I know that's something they want to do, and I know they want to expand upon that too. But as of right now, it's only in the arena, which is actually kind of fun. It's not that bad. Kind of buggy, especially with a high ping. It really feels weird, but it can be pretty fun. I got to admit, it's pretty fun. And as for the campaign map, can you fight looters with your buddies? Yeah, you and your buddies can get together as many as you want to fight a band of looters. Now, the difficulty of this is really, really high. They adjusted a lot of the values of different things, and it's definitely noticeable. You're no longer just a guy that can take on anything. You're more of a dude. You actually feel really weak. It's really weird, and it can make for a good challenge. Now, how do you get the mod? Well, you have to go to their website. You have to register an account at their website. Once you do so, you can download their custom launcher. Once you get their custom launcher, you'll log into your account that you just made on their website. You'll launch the game, and you'll choose a server. When I played, there was only one server, and it was in Russia, but from what I understand, they've had a lot more, and a lot more people are playing as well. And this whole thing is free, so there's really no reason to not at least give it a try if you think you may like it. It definitely has a lot of potential. I know some people may have seen my stream on it, like ripping on it and insulting it. That wasn't the case. That was just me and my friend poking fun and just having a fun time. It has a lot of potential, and it's definitely interesting to see that this is a thing, because it's huge. It completely changes the game, and it turns into an MMO. It's just really wild to see, and I know back when Warband and all that stuff was a thing, I never even thought that this could become true, but I'm so happy to see it. Now let's move on to our mod, Bannerlord Co-Op. Well, first of all, it's the same single player experience that you'll remember, just with your buddies. So it retains everything from the sandbox. The clans, kingdoms, parties, everything, and every player can have their own kingdom, and they can be in their own clan if they want to. So, as I always say, it is just Bannerlord now with your friends. And as for getting it, when it does come out, it'll just be like a mod. That's it. It won't have its own launcher. We do want to have its own website, but it won't have its own launcher or anything like that. As far as I know, it's going to use your Steam or GOG or wherever you have the game from, Epic. It's going to use those IDs, so you won't have to create an account. But you know, everything's still under heavy development, so things could change. But the one thing that'll always remain constant is that this mod is free. Both mods are free. So Bannerlord Online is out right now. There's not really much of a point in at least not giving them a try. And then our mod will be free when it comes out. And that brings me to the question we get asked a lot: do we accept donations? And I've answered this a lot. No, not right now. We will once we have a product that we can deliver. But as of right now, we do not accept donations. This video was kind of shorter, and I really hope people understand the difference. I realize that maybe my structure is not the best, maybe the way I'm explaining it is not the best. So I'll try to run down a brief summary real quick and re-say everything, just summarize and faster and hopefully better. Bannerlord Online is an MMO as opposed to the single player experience you may be thinking of. Think Conqueror's Blade. If you never played it, look it up, do a little bit of research. Overall though, mostly just players are in the game. There's very few AI, everything is pretty much player driven. Bannerlord Co-Op, think the single player experience of the game that you may already know. It is exactly that, just with other players. There are no changes, so there's no changes, but you will have other players in the game. That's it. Now there may be a few things that we may have to do upon release, like we've been told about we have to disable quests for the time being because it will require more sync work. And if we disable quests, we may be able to get something out to you guys faster. But quest will be in our final release of the mod. And I may have just raised more questions by saying that than answered. But I really hope this helped you guys. We get a ton of people on our Discord server saying, is this Bannerlord Online? What's the difference? And all that stuff. And again, I want to be clear, I want to be absolutely clear that I do not think any less of Bannerlord Online. I do not think they're bad. I realize my stream may have sort of given that idea off. With me and my friend are just having fun. That's it. And no one ever approached me about this in the way. I'm not apologizing to anyone. I'm just saying I think it has a great potential. I think it could be something great. I know they're doing a lot. Their Discord server's blown up. I saw like 17,000 people in it. Their servers have thousands of people in it. That's just awesome. Seriously, that's great. Kudos to them. And like I said, it's free. So if you think you might like it, go give it a shot. And that's it for this one. See ya.